Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. Hopefully, you are all doing well wherever you are on the spaceship we call Earth. I am here starting the stream for Guy. Hi, Brent. How are you doing tonight? Hopefully, things are going well. Guy will be here later tonight. I think he's going to be maybe like about 45 minutes late. He's got another event going on tonight. So for now, it's just me, and let's get to work. What I'll be working on today. Doing okay, working on some PC stuff? Nice. I decided I didn't want to do anything Godsbane related tonight. It's been a day. It's been a day. So I'm gonna do something fun, something with no real commitment level to it. Just goof off a little bit and try to just relax. So I'm gonna be working on something else today. I already started it, so yep. Doing something fun. I like drawing rocks. Drawing rocks in an environment to relax. You know, something with a lower commitment. Yeah, just something completely different than what I usually do. Figured that would be something kind of fun. And I'm missing Colorado right now, really bad. I'm really missing Colorado. Can you tell? I got tired of not having a switch to turn my lights in my office. Oh my goodness, yeah. Wow. That would be so frustrating. It seems like a small thing, but it really becomes a huge inconvenience over time. I won't mind, and then all of a sudden, or not all of a sudden, like after a while, you're like, oh wow, this would be really nice to have. This would be nice to have. I need it now. It's my light, and I need it now. I forgot to share this on Facebook. Twitter. Let's see. I got some like cool deco brushes to see how like other actually let me show you. Actually, I'll show you guys what inspired this. It was super cool. Let's see, file, open. I saw this really cool artwork on Twitter, and I just adored this artwork. Like for whatever reason, let's see, where did I put it? Where did I put it? That's a great question. It was just like one of the coolest artworks like I'd ever seen. Um, Where did I put it? What if I put it in like my God Bane like inspiration folder? Let's see. I can go to downloads. In my downloads? No. That's okay. I think I bookmarked it. Because I need to show this to you guys. For whatever reason. Oh, it's on my phone. That's why. Like, it was just the prettiest. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look how beautiful this is. Oh my gosh. Look how cool this is. Look at how they did the like the pine and stuff. Isn't that cool? Like I wanna draw like this. That's like what inspired this. Hi, Tom, what's up? It's up on my other screen so that you guys can't see it, but I can. That way it's not in the way. It's like it's so pretty. Let me bring up my chat because the chat disappeared on me. Uh-oh, the chat disappeared. That's alright. I've got it up on another screen so I can see it now. Silly, 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 making my life harder to be. There it goes. Yeah, because I resized the screen, so it like freaked out. Like, how dare you? It's good to know that it's just like us that it does that too. It's just us. It actually makes them like little circles. I'm actually gonna draw in the circles so I can like control it better. And it looks like they're always upright. Just realized that I don't know how they draw trees. Like, how do they draw like normal trees? I have that in here somewhere, I'm sure. Desktop references. I thought I had artwork saved of that. Maybe it's in my sort folder. Well, I love it when I have references but I can't find them. I love it when that happens. Just kidding, I don't. I don't like it. Let's see. Maps, models, cities, people. How do I not have these references? Hi Alfie, how are you? I could probably look it up really quick. Bye Alfie. I had a specific image in mind that I was looking at. Autumn. It's like a really specific one that I really liked. Oh yeah, there it is. See, it's super easy to find. Just gotta Google it. Oh, that's what it's called. Senju waterfall. I really like how they draw rocks and water in this one. There's one though that has a waterfall that I really liked. This one. And there goes my phone. I don't remember. I could have sworn had pine trees. Let's just do Ukiyo pine tree rock. So if I spell rock correctly. Because there was like a really interesting way that they did the pine trees that was really similar to this, but it had like a buttload of rocks on it too. It was really cool. I think it's this one. No. Really, this one's really sad looking. Really low quality. Pine trees don't turn orange. I'm just misremembering it, which is completely possible. It was done by Hiroshige. I must just be misremembering it. Weird. Because I know I've looked it up a gazillion times. That's how I know it's... Ah, I found it! Okay, I got it. I don't know why that was so hard for me to find. I'll show you guys. Let's see. File. This one. I liked it because it had the building in it, and it showed like how they do the bark and stuff. It was really cool, and I really like how they do like the whoop 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 for the leaves and stuff. And it had like the rocks. here, and I liked how it had the water and stuff. Especially like this. That's really cool. That's how I learned how to do water, was looking at stuff like this. To like keep it really simple, because when you're doing like ukiyo-e stuff, you don't really have like a lot of like spare detail laying around that you can do. I don't think this one was. I think this one is Hasui. What was his first name? Uh, Kawase, I think was his name. Kawase, I think was his name. Yeah, I like it though. It's really cool. And it's like this part that I remember the most is this. That's why I kept it. Just because this was why I kept it, was like this stuff right here. Because I wanted like that. I wanted that reference. That's why trees in mine, you see that they do that. They kind of go like whoop 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 whoop, like they do that. That's where I got the idea. Water. Let me get that water back. The water was neat because it made the water out to be like almost like a curtain that like folded on itself. Oh, that was really cool. Because a lot of times, like this front line, they don't line. This guy does. I thought that was really cool. I'm so tired, guys. I don't even know where all this fatigue came from. I just had like a bunch of caffeine, you know. I am so tired. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't get a nap today. Usually I get a nap in at lunch, but I didn't do that today. all this stuff up here for a bit. Sorry guys, I don't have my usual energy today. I'm really sorry. Usually I have way more energy than this. Forgot to put the tree in here. Completely forgotten tree. Let's try that again. Nah, let's cut that tangent out because if I don't, it'll drive me crazy. I can see it now. think I need to make my lantern smaller. Kind of struggling to get all the detail I want in. So let me try making my lantern smaller. I think I've got I think I'm close to the right idea though. Let's try the same technique I was going to do. It's hard because you have to like anticipate your circle in advance. This is actually really hard. I'm trying not to like zoom in too far, but this is actually really difficult. Oh my god, me so easy today. Well, I can't pick you up if you don't hold still, Goober. Yeah? Did you want to be up here? Oh, silly cat. Yeah. Yeah. She's been really, really like attention hungry today. Alright. Go to the same border and I'll put it in the circles. Let's make this like a red color. So you're being really clingy today. My hand is right here. You do not need both hands. Miso is like, pet me, human. Do not pay attention to the people on the screen. Pay attention to me and me alone. Miso right now. He's like, I don't like the mountains I drew, to be honest. Yeah, right? Look at. We can get rid of. I've been leaving all my sketches in. Let me kind of get rid of some things so I can only see the stuff I need to see. So I think that's part of my problem. I'm getting confused with all my layers. Lisa is usually pretty good about like giving me my space. But for whatever reason today, she's very like, I'm gonna be in your face about getting right? Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Yeah, you got it. I don't know if you guys can hear her chitter. She's like, brr, brr. Careful. Don't move too fast. You're gonna hit your head. She's sitting kind of like below my my laptop screen. Not my laptop, my monitor. Could hit her head on the corner. I might move that for the future. What? You wanted my attention. Now you got it. No, you cannot. No, you cannot come up here. You know the rules. You're not allowed to be up there. You can't stand on my monitor stand. It won't support the TV and you. Oh my god, Miso. You're gonna give me a freaking heart attack. I just realized I don't know how big this image is. Let me see. Oh wow, that is way too tiny. Let's make this bigger so I can do some cool stuff with it. Let's see, let's make it 600 dpi. Oof, that's too tiny. It's too tiny. No wonder like my brush seems so big. Let's do that in the moment. Adjust the yeah. Wow, that's still really small. Alright, question guys. Do you think this would be something that would be really cool with like a square format that I could do with like a tapestry maybe? That could be really cool. I also thought about doing like a really tall thing, that way I could like make like a scroll out of it or something. But I think I'll do a square. That way if I want to use it for like multiple types of merch, I can do that. Let's make it a square. Image. I can always add like cool extra stuff for like the paper print version. You need to sit down, baby. Whew. I gotta get that trash out. It's stinky. Alright, let's do DPI. So realistically, I can get away with whatever double. So stop standing on my desk, please. Yeah, she's just being a typical cat. Doing cat stuff. I wanted to have some space around it, so that way it never looks like it's like cut off or anything. And I want to make a bunch of these. Like, I want this to be like, I want to turn this into like a series that I do, sort of like to relax. Just like doing bar. So maybe I can use it for like drawing, like landscape. Sorry, I'm waiting for the file size to go through. It's doing its little like. Sorry, guys. I'm waiting on it to finish transforming. So, baby, look at you. Here's my whole ass arm. Here you go. Alright, she's making biscuits, guys. She's making biscuits. She's finally calming down. Good job, Miso. Come on, Clip Studio! It's sorry, guys. It's still thinking about it. Ah! No, so like all the changes are gonna take a little while to do any transformation. But now that way, I don't get all this like nice drawing problem. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Oh boy, oh boy, boy, boy. Come on, Clip Studio. Alright. Yep, you guys can't see it, but it's the little bar that goes pew, 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 pew. That's what I'm watching right now. It's just this blue bar that's like infinitely just going pew, pew, pew. Is it done? Hey, it's done. Oh, now I have the spinny wheel of death. Oh, no, it's gonna auto save. Oh, jumped in your lap? Yeah, me. I'll be like chill and like really focused. And then, hey, Julie plastic. Yeah, yes, I just told you to not do something. She's like, how dare you? Try to tell me what? How dare you? You don't have to give me 100 scritchies. Miso, you need to calm down, baby. You need to sit and relax. You're really antsy right now. Alright, deal. Alright, autosave is done. We'll count that as a deal, Miso. You just vibe right there, and I'll just let you keep my arm. How about that? How about that? Sorry, guys, I couldn't resist. There was just no way I was gonna resist that. Look how much sharper this art is now. Dang. This would be like a cool like tapestry, or maybe like some pillows, or some cool square artwork. And what's really nifty is, I mean, technically you could probably like squeeze a couple different artworks out of this if you want. Realistically. Yeah, cats do that. They're like, surprise! Miso, would you chill? She is so antsy. What has gotten into her? This isn't even zoomies. This is I can't settle down for 5 minutes. Are you okay? Are you ill? Are you sick? Are you okay? Let me see. Do you feel warm? No? Is this wet? You don't have a fever? Your belly's not tender? Are you just being attention-y? Do you just need attention? Is that what this is? Are you okay? Did you eat something that you weren't supposed to? Oh, are you okay? Can you breathe? Yeah? Okay. Alright. Just want to make sure you don't have any asthma attack. Can you get down? Okay. Alright, we'll go out over there. She just shoves her face in my shoe. She just walked over to my shoe, just like shoved her face right in it. Oh, cats. That's her way of telling me, you stink. I'm mad at you. What would we do without cats? Probably a lot of things. I wonder if my issue is because I'm doing my pine tree straight, and like in all the drawings I'm looking at, they're not straight. They're all like crooked. I mean, some of them are straight. See, y'all, this is way more fun than drawing characters. I will die on Night Hill. This is way more fun. For me, at least. I'll zoom in a bit so you guys can see better. I try not to zoom in when I do these kind of drawings, because, especially when I'm sketching, because I don't want to get like lost in details and stuff too early on. Because then like the sketch time slows down and it takes longer to get through stuff. So I try not to do a lot of like zooming in when I'm sketching. But I'll zoom in for you guys. Zooming is caring. I just remembered how Okami draws these. I think it's really cool. So just do this and then fill it with circles. You know what I thought about doing? One of the things I've really thought about doing is making an Okami manga, like for fun. Like go through the story, like, and record it so that I can see, or like I have an English transcript. So what I might do is I might start making like an Okami manga, like just for fun, just for the lulz. Just so I can have like a fun passion project to do on the side, like to draw a different manga that's not God's Bane. But when I was thinking about the like the comments from Viz, like the Viz editor, she asked me like if I had any other like personal projects I wanted. I said I didn't. Ooh, I know what that screw is for. Oh my gosh. That's for my tablet. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I know what that's for. That's scary that came out. Oof. That's alright. It'll last until I'm done. But yeah, I thought that would be kind of a fun like side thing just for fun. Because I love Okami. If there is anything if there is any comic in the world that I could make and be happy, there are two ones that I would choose from. It'd be Castlevania, like the Netflix version. It'd be a manga or comic of the Castlevania Netflix, or the Netflix Castlevania, or Okami. And I know there is a Okami manga out there, but I don't know if it's like legit or if it's like a doujinshi thing. I don't know what it is. So, and Capcom is pretty lax about their fan art policy. Like as long as you're like not making, I think it's as long as you're not making money on it, they don't really care. So that's what I've heard anyway. So I thought, you know, that would be really fun, and that would give me like another project to like take a break on. I don't know like how soon it'll be before I like work on God's Bane like full time like I used to be. I don't know like what that'll look like. Uh oh, here he comes! Oh, wow, he's coming!
I'm here!
Oh, hi guys.
Oh wow, there's a lot of static on your microphone.
Uh oh. Dang it. Where am I?
There we go. No, still some static.
Is that better?
A little bit
Oh, I
better.
wonder if it's my fan. It might be my fan. Let me turn my fan on.
No, this sounds like a short. Like you have a audio line that's shorted or shorting.
Is that any better?
No, not really.
Okay, is that better?
There you go.
That must have been what it was. Yeah, I accidentally hit a button when I was moving it earlier. Okay. That's what it was. Oh man, I went this whole time without knowing.
It was pretty oppressive. So
No.
I think Brent would have said something.
Okay.
More than talking about Tormund jumping up in his lap and terrifying him. So
Yeah, no one said anything.
yeah, I feel like they would have said something. How you doing, Jackson?
Oh man, today was a day.
Mm-hmm.
Today was a day. Just one of those like weird days where like you get nothing done, but you get stuff done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I got stuff done, but it didn't feel like I got anything done. It was just like ah. That's a good way of describing today. Ah.
Right.
And I was in such a mood that I'm not even drawing manga today. That's the state of mind that I'm in right now. Just like, nope, no, we're not drawing manga today. So I actually was just talking about it. Is I really love to look at doing an Okami manga. I figure since an existing story, it'd be really fun to like make spin on it with like my own artwork, and the story's already made. I don't have to do any writing. All I would have to do is like record myself going through some of the events, or like follow a let's play. I'd probably just record my own, that way it's myself. Just record myself like going through the events. You know, maybe add like fun side quests, sort of like, you know how people make comics of like the Nuzlocke challenge?
Mm-hmm.
Same concept, I guess, yeah. But Okami style.
Sounds awesome to me.
And Capcom is pretty cheap. They're like a fan comic policy. Like they have like actually they have it like on their website for like fan stuff. So I'd have to go see like what the specifics are. Look, I'm so stressed, guy. I can't say stressed, but I was so stressed that I'm drawing rocks and trees. That's how stressed I was when I started today. When Cat draws horrible. Rocks and trees. Oh, sorry. When I draw rocks and trees, you know something's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, all right, Jackson's in her default state. She's obviously feeling kind of meh. This.
Right.
But it's okay. Like I feel way better. That's why I do this. I feel way better now. So. How is Guy today?
I'm okay.
It's a mood, isn't it? It's a mood today, isn't it?
It is definitely a mood. But what I've been having today was just really stupid busy. Like just ridiculously busy. And that didn't do anything to that. That was weird. Yeah. You know, TED stuff isn't. So I had a shoot, which is what I'm working on right now. When the house was vacant, but staged, which was kind of cool. And so I just went in there, and it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard to deal with at all. And so it was kind of cool, and that was neat. But it was so like this morning I could only stream for 1 hour, and then just as the second hour came up, because I had to leave, I had to go to do this thing. But I forgot to shower yesterday, and I hate going 2 days without showering. It's really creepy for me. I'm a shower person. I love my showers. And so like I had to shower, but I also had to get my butt out of here because I was going to meet with my therapist at 1 o'clock. Then at 5 o'clock, I had a cleaning, like at the dentist. Then
Oh, right.
6 o'clock I had the game, and then at 10 o'clock I'm back to streaming, and I had my buddy Kevin coming over to get the pieces of the lantern that I'm supposed to have been working on so that he can cut them with a saw. So he was going to do that, and he was going to meet me here between the 2 and 5. And so it's like, and then of course Nate needed the video going that I had been working on last night. He needed that video uploaded, and it was like all of this just piling on me today, and I was like, damn, bro.
Oh yeah.
It was just like, come on, man, leave me alone,
Give me a break.
right? So, and now of course it's these pictures have to be rolled out before we leave the 20. I've got a 20. So I give a 24-hour guarantee on my photos. And so I promise it's done in 24 hours. And so that means I've got to get these out the door. But this is a new, each one, this is a new client. So my client, I want to make sure it's absolutely perfect. Well, she doesn't seem, this particular realtor doesn't care about having like 4 million pictures. So she's going to want all of my pictures. And I'm like, wow, I've never done that before. Usually I shoot 100 pictures and give them the 35 best. And so I've never had one that wants to see all of them. So I just picked the best 35 and then, no, she wants all of them. I shot 119 photos in that place. So like all of them have to be tested. And I'm like,
oh my gosh. Like, weren't ready for that much work, were you?
No. Like, really? Yeah, please. No.
I like that. No.
It was just like, so that's what it is. It's just like, and of course the shoot was on the other side of town. It was way down on South C470.
Oh, of course it was.
You know,
wow,
I live in Arvada. This all makes sense to you. I live in Arvada. I had to go all the way down to South C470 and then come all the way back up for my therapist appointment. And then, you know, so it was like, and I barely made it. I made it in there at like 4 minutes to spare. It was just so close. Oof. But
and
I love
some
my
of those
therapist.
Is she good about time? Like mine is really picky about like the time that you come in. Like, well, as far as like
the location.
Like if you can't make it, let me know at least.
Yeah. The location is like the doctor's office that she's in is pretty big on time. But yeah.
All right, this was the reference I needed. I wasn't originally going to do this, but now I'm going to try to make this look like the actual game Okami now. I used to do this a lot. Now I'm actually excited to draw this now. Yeah, I used to game Okami all the time. So now I it was like a big thing that I always did. It was actually a commission style that I offered at one point because it was so popular with people.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they liked seeing their characters drawn in the style of Okami.
That makes sense. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a great style, so I'm on board with this.
Yes, same. Like I didn't even realize that I could technically do that with this, but like hell yeah, like let's do it. I haven't done that in forever.
That outlet is like.
So originally I was gonna draw like a Colorado scene because you know I'm really missing Colorado right now.
We miss you too, if it helps any.
It does, yeah. I miss Colorado a lot.
Yeah, that's one of those things we've been talking about, me going to Japan and everything, and I'm like, even if I go to Japan though, I'm still gonna There we go. This is my new preset for tungsten lights or 2500 Kelvin. So if we do this way, there we go. See, it actually just like turns it, gets rid of all the yellow, calms that yellow down.
Oh, wow.
This is good. Like it's actually like dramatic how much it calms that yellow down. And now I have a preset, which means that I can look here and then just calm that yellow down. Is that because I got my elbow in the way on this one? Or did I just see the doorknob and think that it was me? I saw the doorknob and thought it was me.
And what's really cool about the Okami game too is I have it in Japanese on my Switch.
Oh, nice.
So all I have to do is just transcribe it. I can't find a Japanese script. I can find an English script. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to have to transcribe it manually into Japanese. Which is going to suck. I'm going to have one file that has like 1,000 hours on it because I'll just be like writing down all the text. I'm sure there's like someone that's like played it in Japanese maybe that has it streamed.
Yeah.
So like I can read the text, but a lot of people just like spam through the text really fast. So I have to see if I can find someone that has it. And if I have to, I can play it in on my Switch in January. I don't want to have to be the person myself, but if I have to, I will.
You don't want to be that person. I don't think I can keep it that one.
Right? So much text, man. So much. And what's nice is I have the English scripts to go, okay, I need the translation for this part. I need the translation for this part. So I'm not sure, because I can take screenshots on my Switch, so I can also just take video, maybe, because I have. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I can dock it now. I had a Switch Lite initially, and now I have a regular Switch. So now I just switch my account over, I can re-download it and then play it through and then record it. Like just when I'm like just chill and recording it on my own time, I can actually go through and record what the Japanese script is.
There you go.
And that way I can just
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like running just this tungsten on this guy right here. That makes this room actually look pretty decent.
This could be like a back cover for it. Or something.
Could be what?
I'm trying to think. Well, now I'm thinking about a cover for this. Now I'm thinking about a cover. What cover I would do for an Okami manga. Like I actually might start that sooner than later.
Yeah.
Because God's Bane's kind of stuck until Viz gets back to me. Which reminds me, I didn't check to see if I got a reply today. Probably not. Nope, no response yet.
Kind of entertaining myself.
I will slam that door open if I have to.
You're right.
I will barge right in there. Oh, you mean for your the photo? Sorry.
It's all right. It's all good.
Yeah, I was about to say you can't keep me down. Not that long. I may be sad for a minute, but I'll just draw some rocks and trees, recover some stamina, and be good to go.
Sunlight only comes in at like 5,900 Kelvin, 6,500 Kelvin. And that makes me annoyed because the lights that are over the, so I'm doing photo adjustment. In my photo adjustment, I must adjust for all these light, different colors, aspects of shapes here, so that it neutralizes really well. Well, the lights that are over the fireplace are tungsten, and so, or the standard, whatever you want to call them, the yellow lights. They're not yellow. They look white to us in our eyes because our eyes in our brain sort of adjust. But once that in a different color range, 200 Kelvin, which is why it's yellow over here, right? But this looks white. The light coming in right here is 6,500 Kelvin. The light coming in over here is 2,500 Kelvin. And so I've got to do something about neutralizing the yellow in this because it looks brutally yellow. So I can pull that yellow back and a little bit of that orange, but I've got to be careful because I don't want to pull back the orange of the wood here. Sorry. I was just saying that because I'm doing it. I can use this. And see, and Ted just likes to keep that yellow in there. I've got to say that this mini Rollins actually makes this pop quite a bit. Which I might just do that and then dump the yellow. This is so dark. Have to be. It's funny. I started this picture and I'm like, yep, this is a loss. And now that I've adjusted, I'm like, actually, this is kind of pretty. I'm like, I was all ready to dump this picture.
I live.
Right? Like, I forgot. Oh, good. Neutralize that with my tungsten filter. I'll neutralize this one with my tungsten filter. Grumble because the tongue may not be what I want to do with it.
Now I remember how to write it. Now that I remember.
I saw you writing something about big stuff.
Okami, the game.
Yep.
I'm trying to write it. I was like, and because it's It's this one that I know there's a couple different ways to write this one. Like, I know there's a couple different ways to do it. Like this one right here. I think the other one's like this. I think that's the other one.
I haven't seen that.
I was like, which one do I want? Yeah, so it's like, it's the seal script, I think.
Yeah. First one's the one that
I think when they do the seal script with this one, they do this. Huh?
It's the one that has new in it. New. In you.
Yeah. Because it's a play on the word so Okami, it's a play on the word wolf. Because the character you play as is a wolf. So Okami, you know, like great god, because the character is Amaterasu.
Yep.
So it's a play on, yeah, it's a play on words. I'm like, that's so creative. Everyone's so creative.
It's irritating to me that the lights in this room were not on. Like, these two lights wouldn't work. It's so irritating because they would have looked nice in there, but they were dead. Dead, I tell you.
You're dead to me. Oh yeah, see, here's how like they write it in the game, which is really interesting to look at. I probably should grab a copy of this, just so I have it. It's like, here's their artwork for it.
Yeah.
Looks really cool.
That's kind of cool.
But the like, you know the game, right? Like, you've seen the like gameplay of it.
I've seen a little bit of it, but not gameplay.
Oh my gosh! Let me show you this game.
Okay.
I think you would like Game Guy, but I think you would really like the game. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I am the kind of guy that plays The Sims, though, so just keep that in mind.
So here's the art style of the game. This is gameplay. Like, this is concept art, but that's basically what it looks like. Like, here's one that's actual gameplay.
Wow.
Like, this is actual gameplay. This is what the art looks like in the game, and it's a free roaming game. And you're set in Jomon period, Japan. I think it's Jomon period. I want to say it is. Don't believe me. I think it's like the pottery and stuff, I think. But it might be newer than that. It might be somewhere, because it's definitely nothing. It's not even close to like a Heian or Nara. It's not even close. But it's like somewhere between Jomon and like Heian period, somewhere between those two. Which I know is a lot of years, so
yeah.
Forgive me.
It's like somewhere between the Stone Age and the Bronze Age. Just thinking, you know.
Yeah, let me see. Well, I'll show you maybe the interior of like the the buildings will help. Like, I'm not sure like how to describe the era it's in, because it has like a wide variety. Like, it 100% consistent, because it's not meant to. It's meant to be somewhat fantasy based. Like, dun, 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 where's the interior? I just lost it. Okay, here's a village, so like maybe that'll help.
Still looks like the wolf sitting in front of the Torii Gate.
So like you can see the houses are really simple.
Yeah.
So, but like the majority of the cities you walk through look like this.
Right.
Or like slightly bigger stuff. And they have like here's like some of the bigger ones, which are really cool. Very much like the very thatched roofs and stuff. Where's that one of the temple? And I was like, so the premise of the game is that you are this wolf going around Japan, fighting off these infamous supernatural creatures to like to save Japan. There's like the 8-headed serpent, there's like a Kyubi Kitsune, there's Jorogumo, all kinds of like Dogu, like like the clay Dogu statues, like those are demons in this game.
Yep.
Like so all kinds of fun stuff there. It's crazy, and it makes you think the game is a lot shorter than it actually is. And then like once you beat that boss, you're like, oh my god, I've only gone through like a 10th of the game. If there was anything I wish I could play this game for the first time again. Like the kind of, it's super fun. There's a really cool, I'm trying to find like the Heian court. So so I guess it could be Heian period. I guess it could be.
Yeah, Heian probably is a little bit more. That's where everybody likes to be hanging out in, is Heian.
Yeah, so I would say it's Heian period then. I have one of those bookmarks. Game Heian City. Oh, but here's the cool part about the game. The cool part about the game is that to interact with the game, you have melee weapons, sure, but you draw images using the analog sticks to interact with it.
Oh, really? That does.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that sort of piques my interest. It's a game where I draw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole thing, I would play it for you, but I don't want to like get us borked. But yeah, like that's kind of how it works. Let's see, I just saw the city. Here we go. So like, copy. Here we go. File. So like, here's a shot of like it's the emperor's home. Like they have like this is about as detailed as it gets, but it has all kinds of like cool places and stuff. There's even like a dojo where you can learn stuff. Like here, let me grab this one. Here's an interior of one of the houses, one of the places, I think. Oh, this is a replica someone's making. It's pretty accurate though. Like it fooled me for a second. That's how good it is.
That is pretty cool.
And then they have some like silly ridiculous things, like they have some like silly ridiculous stuff that they do too. Like there's a giant orange on top of this house. So,
yeah, but it's got a award on it.
Mm-hmm.
Which
yeah, that's the elder's house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the elder. So the game is that you have to go around and discover the brush gods, which have like all the different brush techniques. There, in each of the brush technique example, there's, you can control fire, you can direct fire from one place, you can direct water, you can draw plants and restore cursed areas by filling it in with the ritual, and it'll like add more grass and purify it. You can draw bombs, you can create lightning, create rain, wind, hurricanes. You can create all of, basically you're a god that interacts with the world around you by drawing things. And when you draw stuff, it literally freezes the screen for a few seconds, and then you draw whatever the shape is, and you can place it in the space depending on how, like within the 3D space around you, depending on where you put it and how big you draw it. So you really have to think about like the perspective of, okay, if it's far away, I need it to be smaller. If it's closer, I need it to be bigger. It's really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. There was a version it originally came out on the PS2 in 2006, I think. Yeah, 2006, I think. And then it went to the Wii, and then there was a sequel on the DS, which I didn't like that much, to be completely honest with you. And then there was, and then it came back as Okami HD on the PS3 and then the PS4. and now it's on Switch and Steam. So you can play it on basically almost any console you want.
That's kind of cool.
And here's a map of like the. What's really cool is it's kind of basically Japan, the way the map is set up.
Ish. Yeah.
Really. Yeah. It's very ish. It's not quite. But you've got like the north all the way up here. You've got your main area here. You've got, like mountains here. You've got the capital up here, like, like maybe near where Kyoto would have been ish. So, and then you have this, like the islands up here, but these go north instead. And you've got some islands and a shipwreck down here. Like it's really cool. You've got like this giant, huh?
Well done game.
Yeah, it's a classic. Like they were, and what's really unfortunate is it flopped here. Like the initial release flopped. It was definitely ahead of its time, and the marketing just didn't do a very good job here. And the company that made it, Clover, I think went under like right after this game came out, and Capcom bought the rights to Okami. And so now it's under Capcom, and it's been added into things like Monster Hunter, Super Smash Brothers. Like it's been added to all these different games as like the main character, Amaterasu, the wolf character. It's been added to all these different games and bonus things, but it's just not the same. Just not the same. Like we never got a proper sequel. Tragedy, absolute tragedy.
It is kind of wild. I mean, like, why would they? I don't know. It seems weird.
Yeah, it's a super cool game. It can get really frustrating sometimes. Not gonna lie, especially when you're trying to figure out like the brush patterns and like exactly how they work. You have a companion that travels with you named Asun, which is like this character here in like the bottom right. He travels with you. Hoon, notice. He travels with you, and he basically like copies your brush techniques. And in the end, like it has like a cute, like you get to learn about his past and stuff, so that's really cool. But yeah, there's all kinds of like daiokai like all over the Nippon that you have to get rid of and stuff.
Sure.
It's really cool. Can you tell I love this game? I adore this game.
I can tell. I'm just trying to crunch these pictures.
I have the art book to it, which is they made it look like it was like like the way they used to bind like Japanese books. They set up the book so that it looks like that, but it has like a super like holographic cover, and all of the artwork is like all the concept art, and like the what do they call them, like cutscene artwork is done in like beautiful old school Japanese paintings. All of the the cutscenes. Like there's some cutscenes that are 3D, but some of the cutscenes are like still artwork, like just like actual paintings.
That's cool.
Well, guys, now you're stuck with me doing this project. Bye bye, God's Bane. See you later.
Right.
You're not cool enough for that. You're not cool enough anymore.
No, don't jump off God's Bane. No disassemble.
Aros would haunt my dreams if I did that.
Yeah. Not gonna argue with that one.
The hell? I just got a bunch of new followers on Instagram, like really quickly.
All of a sudden, huh?
Yeah.
I need to do more with my Instagram. After Indy over, I'm going to do a lot more, like trying to remember at the beginning of the show to do stuff with social media and stuff, because I need to link it somewhere.
Yeah, I usually post it on Twitter, and that helps a lot. But I have a good following on Twitter already.
I just have a hard time remembering to maintain my phone.
Yeah, I feel that. And I'll put Ami right here.
Hi, welcome to Being Ridiculously Blue. Probably, you can modify the text one. Where do I want to put this guardian sapling? I could probably put it right here. I can move this somewhere else. Alright, let's put it in so it'll stand out. Alright, let me see. Let me check the guardian sapling shape.
Okami Guardians. I wonder if I could find like a PDF version of the art book that I can download somewhere or purchase. That way my book's digitized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think about that too.
That'd be really cool to like have a PDF. I'm sure one exists. And if I have to, I have my own copy of the book that if I have to, I can just take photos of. Okay, now I can see what this thing looks like. Oh, I think I have a brush for this. Be darn tootin' if you thought I didn't have a brush for something.
Right?
Brushes for everything. I do have one. Good job, me. Of course there's a brush for that. I forgot I had. Oh my gosh. Oh, I drew it the wrong way.
Like we were doing good, then all of a sudden we weren't doing good. Oh, we were doing good with this, and then we weren't. And we went south. So.
Whew, look at that chaos.
Hey, so I'm actually looking forward to going to sleep because I was so beat.
I bet, yeah, so much going on.
It's been just a rough day, you know?
Mm.
I mean, it hasn't
Yes.
just enough that my bed is certainly calling me. I am actually kind of glad we're at 5 minutes. Although today, in the awesome land, I managed to get my comm badge for both my lower decks uniform and my Strange New
Oh, good.
Captain uniform. So I'm
Heck
all excited
yeah.
about that. All
That's
that's
some good.
left
That's some wins.
for me to have like a full set. Yeah, I mean, like I'm going to have a full set of uniforms to wear. All that I need left now is my belt for my Monster Maroon, and then I'll be ready to go for 3 days. 4 days. 4 days of uniforms.
Oof.
So it's funny. I don't cosplay in the traditional sense. I cosplay as me, as a Starfleet officer. That's my cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't like pretend that
I think that's fun.
Yeah, I'm not Captain Kirk or Mr. Spock or anything like that. And I think that's interesting because I'd never really thought of it before. But then once I started thinking about it, I was like, there are like two different types of cosplay. There's cosplaying as the character, and then there's cosplaying as an aspect of. And like the Trekkies have been cosplaying since the 70s as Starfleet officers. You know, the latter of those two. And cosplay has just evolved out of that to this natural next evolution where you are enacting the character. And that was something I thought was so interesting to watch because it was one of those things that Adam Savage had discovered. And he didn't discover it, I'm sure. I'm sure somebody else has observed it. But the first time I had impact was Adam Savage, who dressed up as No Face from Sento Chihiro's Kakebushiri, or Spirited Away.
Spirited Away.
Yeah, I was like, I can't think of it in English.
I know what you meant. I know which one you meant.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't. For some reason, I just could not shake the Japanese name. But he was doing No Face, and so he would go around. He had like, you know, like the candy you get that's chocolate, but it's wrapped, so it makes coins. So he was just going to give that away because he thought that'd be fun, right? Well, he starts doing the thing, and nobody would take it. And for a while, he was like, I don't get this. Why aren't they taking the candy? I'd take the candy. And he was like, should I put a sign that says, I promise it's not poisoned? Or then he started to realize it's because if you take the candy, you take the money, right? You can't take the money from No Face. Because if you do, you incur the demon, right? The owner. Right. And so it was like he suddenly realized that they weren't doing it because they were worried it was poisoned. They were following the rules of the character. And since he was enacting No Face,
that's so cool.
It meant that you had to follow those, you know. And I was like, that's just so cool. Like,
people are cool.
People are cool. But moreover than, like, I've been sitting here doing this whole thing where it's like I've been trying to you know, but I've been thinking about this because I don't want to be somebody else. I want to be me in Starfleet. You know, that's what I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. I wore my first uniform to a Star Trek convention in like 1983. You know?
Oh.
It was like I was 11.
That's so cute.
And I haven't had any uniforms recently because they're so expensive. Until Cozer Mart started putting them out. They're not perfect. The uniforms from Cozer Mart aren't perfect, but they're not bad either. You know what I mean? Like they're relatively middle of the road. So I've been kind of enjoying that. So I'm doing the work on the Cozer Mart thing, and I got since the beginning of this sort of realization. The first one I bought was the first Picard season 1 uniform, and it turned out pretty decent. It wasn't a bad uniform, so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll keep going with this then. So then I got the Picard season 3 because it's a really good uniform. I like that one. Yep, it's 10, it's 11, it's 12 for you. Mute Midori's like, I don't want to hear about the cosplay. Oh God. I'm kidding. I know you. That wasn't your. There we go.
Where is this game?
Yep. That's why 90% of the time I have the check mark. You're late? No. It's 10 o'clock for you. You're out on the West Coast, yeah? The impression I got is you're on the West Coast. Because it's 11 here in Denver.
Yeah, I said Central Time. 10 o'clock Central Time. That's what the CST means.
Yeah.
I was talking to Midori earlier.
I'm on Denver time, so it's 11 p.m.
I'm sorry, Midori, if I didn't say the CST. My apologies. I could have sworn I said CST for Central Time. I'm not sure. It's also in my YouTube banner that it's at Central Time.
Anyway, the discussion of time has reminded me that it's time. George is in here going, why are you not going to bed? George is trolling. Yeah, that's what he does.
Troll.
Yep. George is George. He is who he is. All right, I'm going to call this good and then park this here because I am tired and exhausted and I really need some sleep. All righty. Well, my good friend, it's good to be with you tonight. I will be back tomorrow morning, probably to complete doing what I'm doing now because, of course, that's what I promised I would do, but I am so freaking tired. Right? Because I'm an adult. I do what I want. But I am winding out. All right. Good to see you, Midori. Antoine was here for a little bit, and Brent was here, and so was Alfie for just a little bit. That's kind of interesting. Alfie was really early this tonight, wasn't he?
Yeah, they left right away.
Yeah. And then just Brent mostly. Brent and Chuan. And Nightbot being Nightbot. Because Nightbot's that way. All right. I'll be back on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Mountain. I'll see you then. Thank you for joining me, everybody. And also thank you for joining me too, Jackson.
Yes.
And thank you for starting the show, which you have successfully done now like twice. So like you're a pro at this.
Look at me being productive and doing things.
All right, guys. I'll see you all later. And remember, keep your eyes on the stars. Good night.
Good night.